I'm gonna need something stronger than water to handle this game. Let's begin.
Scooby Doo, where are you? We got
This game! Yes, this one. I remember how it was. Way back when, with old McParts had the Scooby Doo title. And, unaware that most licensed games sucked, asked for it. Unfortunately for them, they got it. But let's try to be informative. This is a video game adaptation of Cyber Chase, one of the Scooby Doo movies, Scooby Doo and the Cyber Chase, which was released on the year of 2001. At the time, Scooby Doo was hitting the video screen, direct to VHS and DVD. This was before Scooby Doo, Where Are You?, which would premiere a few years later. And this is actually a pretty good movie. Not as good as Zombie Island, but even if it has some flaws, well, let's just say it's signs in comparison to the adaptation. So what's the plot of the movie? Well, the Mystery Inc. goes inside a video game to defeat a cyber threat, this thing, and eventually figure out who created the cyber menace, the Phantom Virus, which has control over electronic devices. I mean, obviously you can program that in. What? You didn't know? Well, now you know. Developed by Art, the game has several problems, some of which won't become apparent until we start playing. So we hit start and...
like, isn't this groovy? We're the stars of our very own video game.
Yes, Sagi, because it's not like you've ever had your own video game before. Not that this nonsensical plot thread is the biggest problem we have. So we finally get to control of the character, and let's be honest. Tell me if this circular cub world with a save screen with a character nearby and about 4 or 5 levels per era reminds you of anything. Yeah, no joke. I've played some Crash Bandicoot ripoffs in my time, but not one single one was as blatant as this one. But then, Crash at least has good control. How do you control in this game? Well...
Scooby, can you hear me?
Oh, right. I forgot. This game explains every single action you can take in extreme detail. You can barely take out a single step without this happening.
Scooby, when you come to large gaps in the path, be sure to use the X button to jump over them.
Uh-oh!
I'm going to play the first stage and let's count how many interruptions it has.
Use your jump and bounce move. Those guards at the gate probably won't let you get by, Scooby.
Yummy, yummy, yum! You lucked out, Scoob! No.
All right, Scooby. Keep on your toes, Scooby.
Jumps like these can be a little harder, Scoob.
Watch out for those sumo wrestlers, Scoob. They'll flatten you like a pig. Scoob, grab that box of Scooby snack.
Interrupted in the first level alone. There's some games that just block you straight into the game, like Super Mario. You press start and you have to figure it out. There are games that don't let you continue unless you complete the tutorial, but this game is like way set on making you understand every single detail about it. I don't consider myself an angry critic. No, I believe I can give a truthful representation of a game, even if biased to my views. So this review might be turning out to be overly negative. I apologize for that. Throughout the game you will get either Saggy or Scooby in levels that are mostly linear. Though, whoever the game puts you in charge of doesn't really matter, as they mostly play the same. As the information that stops you from playing the actual game in the first level so helpfully informs, the method of attack you have is pie throwing, though you also have a duck maneuver and a butt pound to destroy boxes, which gives you either more ammunition or regains health points through hamburgers. Yes, I've mentioned the similarities to Crash Bandicoot, and looking at the gameplay it may seem similar, but I actually think that having a long-ranged weapon from the beginning of the game was to approach the game from a completely different manner. You can throw the pies at your enemies from afar and advance. Though that may seem monotonous, there's actually a sense of strategy in it. The game is by no means hard in terms of enemies or even bosses, but there are places where, to get an enemy in the range of your pie, you have to get into the range of their attack. It becomes a game of skill. Your character moves slowly, so you need to time your pie throws just right to stun and eventually defeat an enemy. I also enjoy how you can swing a pie with the aim of one button, instead of the method necessary to do it with the Wumpa Fruit Bazooka in Crash Bandicoot 3 Warped! Sure, both methods make you still stand still one point, and the pie doesn't have nearly the same range, but I never thought to see this game to be an improvement to something in Crash. The jump, however, is heavy. You're never really sure where you'll land. Get used to it after a while. Visually, the game is just okay. Not something beautiful, not something overly bland. So it tends to seem like a slow-paced game, even though kissing on levels where you slide or run away from things run slowly. Overall, though I can't recommend Scooby Doo and the Cyber Chase, I need to recognize its merits, even if those are few and far in between. It's essentially a Crash Bandicoot 3 clone with few of its qualities. It plays it safe by ripping off a much better game, and the comparison to that game is inevitable. I've had fun with it at times, I won't deny that, but those times were not that common. I do, however, think that there are worse games out there. I at least finished this game. I'm only 2 months late? Yes, but it's finally done. I hope you enjoyed it and thank you for watching.